Okay, grade 8, we're now doing dividing monomials and binomials and trinomials simply by monomials. Let's get straight into this. Right, so we're looking at the division of monomials. What is a monomial? A monomial is simply one term, so x, 5, x to the 6, 7y. If you watched our previous video, you would have seen we said integers. Now remember, a monomial can be an integer. What is 7 times x to the power of 0? That is simply equal to 7, which is an integer. We're going to now divide that with monomials, binomials, and trinomials. So we know what a monomial is. A binomial has two separate terms, unlike terms. A trinomial has three unlike terms, separated by pluses and minuses. So you can see there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we're multiplying these two together. For example, we're not multiplying at this time, or we're multiplying 1 over, we're dividing it. So we've got 5x squared divided by 5. This would be a monomial divided by a monomial. What about 15? Sorry, we could draw that this way, in fact, as well. It's the same thing. Or 15x squared plus 3 divided by 3. This is a binomial being divided by a monomial. And what about this trinomial divided by a monomial? And that is the same as that being divided by that. We need to divide the terms outside the bracket with every term inside the bracket, right? So all the terms outside the bracket need to be divided by the terms inside the bracket. For example, 15x squared plus 3xy plus 12x needs to be divided by 3. So that can be 15 divided by 3, we've separated it, 3x divided by 3, 12x divided by 3, right? 15 divided by 3 is 5, 3 divided by 3 is 1, remember there's a 1 here, and 12 divided by 3 is 4, and that is our answer. These are all three unlike terms. What about 15x squared plus 3xy plus 12x divided by 3x? We can separate this again into three separate terms, 15x squared, 3xy divided by 3x, and 12x divided by 3x. Now remember, 15x squared, x squared is the same as x multiplied by x. Right, so what is one number divided by itself? So x divided by x, they cancel out. These x's cancel out. That's convenient. So we have 15x. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So it's 5x. The x's cancel out. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And we're just left with y. And then 12 divided by 3 is 4, and the x's cancel out. Perfect. What about 4x to the power of 6 plus 16x4 plus 8x7, all divided by 4x to the power of 3? Right? So this can be 4 divided by 4, x to the power of 6 divided by x to the power of 3. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. So what we had here, we had 4x6 over 4x3. Those cancel out to make a 1. Then we have x6 minus 3, which equals x3. And that's our answer there. The same as there, that's 4 minus 3, and there's 7 minus 3 to get us our 4. 8 divided by 4 was 2, and 16 divided by 4 was 4. And that is our answer. Let's have a look at some examples. We're going to go through some division examples. 4y squared x to the 6 plus 16y x4 plus 8y3 x7. This is too complicated to do offhand, so we're going to write each term out. So this is equal to 4y squared x6 divided by 4y x3 plus 16y x4 divided by 4y x3. We're just simply writing this out. Plus over here 8y3 x7 all divided by 4y x3. Now 4 divided by 4, that cancel out. 2 minus 1 is y to 1. x6 minus x3 is x3. Okay, 16 divided by 4 is 4. Remember, when we're dividing variables, we are having to minus the top from the bottom, or exponents. Variables, when we're dividing exponents, we minus the 2. Right, so y minus y, those y's just cancel out. X to the 4 divided by x to the 3 is times x, plus 8 divided by 4 is 2. Y to the 3 divided by y is y squared. X to the 7 divided by x to the 3 is x to the 4. Okay, 21y squared plus times x squared plus 6xy 4 plus 9y 3x 7, or divided by 3yx cubed. Now I'm going to simply do this. What's 21 divided by 3? That's 7. Y squared divided by y is y. X6 divided by x is x to the 3. We got a plus. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Y's cancel out. X4 minus x divided by x3 is x. Plus 9 divided by 3 is 3. Y3 divided by y is y squared. X7 divided by x3 is x to the 4. And let's look at another example. Z minus 4z cubed y divided by 7z. We simply go, z minus z. Let's write this out individually. Remember, I put a line through my z's, so I don't confuse them with 2's. Minus 4z3y divided by 7z. Z divided by z, these cancel out, and that is simply going to equal 1/7 minus 4 divided by 7 is 4/7. Z cubed minus z is z squared, and then times the y, and that is your answer. Let's go through these last examples before we end off, quickly. 5 divided by 1 is 5. X divided by x, we get rid of the x's. Y squared divided by y is simply y. Plus 7, one of the x's cancel out, is x. And y divided by y, they cancel out. I want you to practice these. Pause the video now, do them yourself, and then work through with me when I do them. I'm really giving you a lot of examples so you can really practice, because practice is the way you learn. 3 divided by 7, 3/7. X divided by x is nothing. Plus 7 divided by 7 is 1. We don't need to write it. X7 divided by x is x6. And lastly, 3 divided by 2 is 3/2. X's cancel out, so we can go to the next term. Plus 4 divided by 2 is 2. X6 divided by x is x to the 5. Minus 8 divided by 2 is 4. The x's cancel out, and we're left with y to 5. Okay, well done, grade 8. That was division of monomials, binomials, trinomials by monomials, and the other way around. Well done.